Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris Whitchurch, for you who don't know me. Welcome to my new subscribers. You know me, going on about all the videos that I watch, possibly. You don't. Check out my pages, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and all that. I'm a massive fan of the WWE games. I've just seen a load of people doing videos this past couple of weeks talking about the brand new WWE 2K17 game that's due to come out end of October, early November. And I want to drop my top 5, including features, what needs to be brought back in, how things with the new game should associate with like the FIFA games and the 2K games, the UFC and all that. So I want to drop my top 5 and tell you what I think they deserve to be put back in the game. Starting with number 5. If you do like a career mode and you've got your superstar and you're winning matches left, right and centre, you're going up from developmental into the WWE main roster, they want to see how good you're doing with the fans. Get tweets from John Cena, see what's happening in the WWE world, see what's happening in the NBA world, see what's going on outside of things. Do you know what I mean? And kind of bring different platforms in and say like, oh, John Cena's on top of his game now, Dean Ambrose is the WWE champion, Seth Rollins is coming up behind him, AJ Styles is having a run-in with Carl Anderson. And just bring that in and that'll make it look more realistic. Number 4. Right. Fighting in the crowd. Making the crowd look more realistic. Bring back, and I've said this hundreds of times to people who play the game. I've been in chats with them on different chat channels, saying that you need to include fighting in the ring, because get it back to the old SmackDown games where you could go in and out of the crowd into the backstage area and say for argument's sake, Roman Reigns walks through the audience through his entrance. Get him to pat him on the shoulder on the way past, make it look as if the crowd is really interacting with the superstars. I mean, you've got the chanting and all that, but make it more realistic. Make the audience look like they're really going at it. If there's high flying, get them out of their seats more. If it's terrible, they don't enjoy it. They boo, they chant, they root for their favourite superstar. You know what I mean? Number 3. Right. UFC game is a great, it kind of hooks it up a bit. If you're in the UFC and you're doing your training camp where you're punching the bag, working the ropes, in the octagon, fighting people. The same thing with the career mode. Yeah, it's good when you're getting ready to get into NXT, but do a bit of working out, pump up a bit, start off as a skinny bloke, jump through the hurdles and pump the iron a bit, punch the bag, and learn the ropes from the get-go, learn new moves. I know it's long-winded, but I think it'll be really good. Then just coming in as a trainee and getting in the way that the way they did it the last time, where you had a couple of matches before getting into it, and and the higher you are, the better you'll go. You know what I mean? And all depending on the weight class. You could either be a heavyweight, super heavyweight, cruiserweight, because there's bound to be cruiserweights. So the training is a massive thing, I think, and get them like in the gym, training and everything, and I think that would be really, really good. Number 2, General Manager mode. Now, it was a game feature in, I think, SmackDown vs Raw, ECW I think it was. Now, some find it really, really great. It's if you're the general manager, you can run your own brand, start rivalries, and just completely put the other show out of business. This would be great this year, because with the upcoming draft, with the upcoming brand, with the brand split, you've got now the WWE Championship on SmackDown, and you've got no World Champion on Raw. If you could end up being the general manager of your show for the full year and getting to be the person that runs the place, John Cena can't see that, because he's the face that runs the place. But just think, you're the general manager. You can do what you want. You can set up the rivalries. You can set up the matches. You can set up the championship matches. You can do whatever the hell you want. Advertise. Make somebody into a movie star. It's entirely up to you. You run the show. So I think they should really, really bring that back in, because some of the fans loved it. Some of the fans weren't too good about it last time. In my mind, I loved it. I wasn't a very good general manager. Most of my show went off to the other brands, but that's another story. Yeah, I really think the general manager mode should come back into the game, because it was a blast. And last but not least, number 1, WWE versus WCW. And I'm talking right from the get-go, right when Sting was going at it with Flair and Goldberg was going off with Steiner and Hogan and the NWO and Paul White when it was Big Show when he was Paul White, all the way up to WWE buying WCW to the separation. You've got Brock Lesnar now on the cover of the WWE 2K17 game. You've got Bill Goldberg back in the game after years of being out of it. So I suggest, if it's not even this game, make it in it WWE 2K, because it's something that the fans want. Every week people go on about, oh, there needs to be Starrcade brought back, and there needs to be this, and there needs to be that brought into a WWE game. People are making these arenas on the WWE games, and they're incredible. The sort of people who sit down and build these stages is incredible. There needs to be more background things so people can make more WCW and get WWE and the WCW fighting like in the war, because that was what made television. WCW revealing the Raw results even before Raw aired, and just bring that fight between the two brands back. I just think it'd be really, really good. It's one of them things that needs to be back in, or it should be a feature in the game. And you need to get more WCW superstars in the game. You get the old classics, the Scott Steiner and the Booker T's and the Bill Goldbergs and the NWO. And it's just one of them things. There were so many good superstars that needed to jump back to the WWE, and jump into the WWE, sorry. And it's just something that I think would be really, really good. But if there's enough people who think so, click a thumbs up and put comments in the bottom, and let's do something. Let's make the WWE game what we want. Everything is what we want, but we want tweaks with it there's things on there on the last game that should have come in that didn't. I mean, I know that the game is like in production a year before the game even. It's in production even before the last one comes out. Before the last one is due to come out. And the 4 Horsewomen should have been in last year, and then we were disappointed when they weren't included. But I'm going off topic now. That's 6. That's 6 points. So, yep. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my video, or watch my video, and listen to my my ideas of my wish list. If you like the video, put a thumbs up in the box. Subscribe to the channel. And until we see each other in the next one, thanks again.